Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. It is nice to have you here with us. We, of course, are inside the basement area of König Pilsner Arena, where tomorrow the biggest night in kickboxing history gets underway. My name is Tim Hughes.
And I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the Glory Collision weigh-ins. We're excited to get this party started. We've got tons of fighters to get up here and step on the scale, including Glory's world heavyweight champion, Rico Verhoeven. Let's get it going.
All right, what a night it's going to be. Actually, there are 3 cards that are going to be taking place tomorrow, including 2 tournaments, 1 men's, 1 women's. We'll have 2 championship bouts, both in the lightweight and the welterweight divisions, and, of course, Rico versus Bader in Glory Collision. Let me tell you just a little bit more about how we'll get the afternoon or evening started. At 1700 Germany time, 5 o'clock for those of you in the U.S., local time here. We will have the Glory 36 card, including a 4-man lightweight tournament with Spain, Switzerland, France, and the Netherlands all represented. The headline bout of Glory 36, the lightweight division, 5 rounds. And what a fight it should be. Murat Grigorian taking on our first ever Thai champion, who will be making his first defense of the belt, Sithichai Sitsongpeenong. And that'll be followed by the Super Fight Series.
And the Super Fight Series will be airing live on UFC Fight Pass. You don't even have to have a subscription. It will air free and live. It's considered part of the Glory Collision Prelims. A fantastic semifinal bout in the women's Super Bantamweight tournament. Tiffany Van Soos and Jessica Gladstone, and then Isis Verbeek and Amel Debbie, the unbeaten French fighter. And the main event on the Glory Super Fight Series card, Michael Dute and Danielle Sailaja.
Those ladies, by the way, will be fighting twice in one night. The semifinals as the prelims of Glory Collision, and then we kick off Glory Collision at 2200 or 10 o'clock local time here in Germany with the finals of that, and we will be handing out the first ever women's belt in the Bantamweight division. Of course, we'll also have the welterweight championship. 5 rounds. Nikki Holskin will be defending against Cedric Doumbé of France. And Bader and Rico will wrap up the evening at a sold-out night here at König Pilsner Arena. Let's get started with the weigh-ins here, and I begin by bringing up our beautiful Glory girls, Tia, Alyssa, Jamie, Madeline, and Maggie. Welcome them up onto the stage, please. I will also introduce our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. John Franklin, and of course our Head of Talent Operations, Cor Hemmers, who are both here with us this evening. Before we get started with the weigh-ins, a couple of quick notes about the broadcast side of this. Glory 36 will be live in the United States on ESPN3, but worldwide on eversport.tv for those of you that are watching our weigh-ins today. Todd mentioned that for the first time, the Super Fight Series, considered to be the prelims for tomorrow night's collision card, will show free and exclusive on the UFC Fight Pass. And of course, we're sold out at König Pilsner Arena. There will be no empty seat tomorrow night here, but you can watch it with the best seats in the house by subscribing to UFC.tv. That pay-per-view is available for you tomorrow night, so we hope that you'll take advantage of it. Going to be a fantastic night, the biggest night of kickboxing ever. And we'll get started with Glory 36 with the first semifinal of a lightweight tournament. And it will be Dylan Salvador taking on Anatoly Moiseyev. We'll get Salvador to the scales first. Making his Glory debut, fighting out of France. Dylan with a record of 45 wins, 11 losses, 1 bout scored even. He's a 2014 WAKO Muay Thai World Champion. 68.6 for Salvador. His opponent of Novorossiysk, Russia, ranked number 2 in the Glory World Rankings, Anatoly Moiseyev. A 2011 WAKO Russian and World Champion, 18-1 on his professional career, 5 of those by knockouts. He's 3-1 in his Glory record. 69.7 from Moiseyev. 1 of 2 fights. They will have to fight in one night. The lightweight contender tournament, and of course on the other side, a shot at the lightweight championship of the world. We will have them stay on the stage with us while we bring up semifinal number 2. Antonio Gomez taking on Hisni Bakiri. Gomez making his debut, goes by the nickname of the Tornado, 56-2 with 29 knockouts. 69.3 for Gomez. He's a 2009 WACO national champion. Hisni Bakiri was actually scheduled to make his Glory debut in Copenhagen at Glory 29. 48-1 for a career record. He'll too make his Glory debut. 69.3 for Bakiri. Hisni and his brother Shemsi, of course, also known throughout the kickboxing world. Gomez coming in on late notice for this one and told us yesterday in our fighter meetings it is the opportunity of a lifetime that he doesn't plan on missing out on. So there are your 4 contestants in the Glory Lightweight Contender Tournament. You see the Ramon Decker's commemorative trophy and the certificate. One of these men will go on not only as a contender tournament champion, but also have a shot at a lightweight title. Give them a big hand, please. We'll then turn to the featherweights. Fabio Pinca and Mosab Amrani. Pinca making his 3rd Glory appearance, but we haven't seen him for a while. He was a part of Glory history as the first ever Glory event. He was also at Glory, so Glory 1 Rome and Glory 3 Stockholm. A 3-time world and intercontinental champion. 64.2 for Pinca. Listen to this career record. 99 wins with 25 losses, 3 bouts scored even, and 41 of those wins came by way of knockout. Mosab Amrani, who is now ranked at number 2 in the Glory World Rankings, 55-11-4. This is his 9th Glory appearance. He won the contender tournament at Glory 26 Amsterdam. 64.6 for Amrani. Out of Morocco, by way of Amsterdam, he last appeared at Glory 28 Paris back in March of this year. Those are the featherweights scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. And then we'll have the finals of the contender tournament before we get to the headline bout in the Glory 36 card. 5 rounds for the lightweight championship of the world. Marat Grigorian, the number 1 contender from Belgium, will be here to take on our first ever Thai champion, Sithichai Sitsong Pinong. We'll get Marat onto the scales first. He comes in on a 3-fight Glory win streak, 48-9-2 with 29 knockouts. Looks like we'll get Sithichai on the scales first. 112-30-5 with 30 knockouts. 68.8 for Sithichai. 2-time Glory Contender Tournament champion and, of course, won the Glory belt with a split decision over Robin van Roosmalen. Is Marat not here? So we will get Marat weighed in coming up in just a little while. Have a hand for our champion, Sithichai Sitsong Pinong. The Killer Kid. We'll then take a short break in between Glory 36 and the Superfight Series, the prelims for our Glory Collision card, and get things started right around 7:30 p.m., 19:30 local time, with Tajani Bastati taking on Andre Brule in the lightweight division. To get Bastati onto the scales first, fighting out of Morocco by way of Utrecht, the Netherlands. 10-1 in a young career. He's only 19 years old. 67.6 for Bastati. Andre Brule, fighting out of Russia by way of Germany, 76-8-2. This is only his 2nd Glory appearance. He actually debuted with us at Glory 8 in Tokyo. The Tiger, the nickname, 17 of his wins by knockout. 68.4 for Brule. Thank you. We mentioned the historical aspect of this gathering tomorrow night for not just Glory, but for the kickboxing world with Rico and Badr, but we also are looking forward to the first ever crowning of a contender tournament champion for the women in the women's Bantamweight Grand Prix tournament. Before we get to the four contestants, is Funda Alkayas here? Okay, we need to get Funda Alkayas up onto the scales. She fights out of Turkey, but in case of injury for tournament action, we always have a reserve fighter. Funda will be standing by in case one of our winners is unable to continue to fight in the finals. Funda with a record of 29-2 with 12 knockouts. She'll be our reserve fighter for the first ever Glory Women's Bantamweight Contender Tournament. 55.3 for Funda Alkayas. Give her a hand. And then the semifinals, and this has been happening throughout the year. We've had a lot of excitement about it. Our first semifinal will be Jessica Gladstone and Tiffany Van Soest. Gladstone is here all the way from Alberta, Canada, with a professional record of 6-6. She had a decision victory over Danielle Graf in her quarterfinal at Glory 33 in New Jersey. 55.7 for Jessica, a North American Muay Thai champion and a Canadian Golden Gloves champion. Tiffany Van Soest here from Bali, 15-2-1. Time Bomb had a unanimous decision win over Esma Hassas at Glory 30 in LA. 54.4 for the Time Bomb. A three-time champion, WBC Muay Thai International Super Bantamweight champion. Got her start actually in martial arts in karate.
All right, Tiffany, want to get a word from you real quick. Obviously, history being made tomorrow night. What are your thoughts on your opponent, Jessica Gladstone out of Canada?
I think she's a good, solid opponent. We're going to put on a show for everybody. We're going to show everybody that the ladies are here.
And Jessica, what does it mean for you to be a part of this night, this fight card? History will be made.
Yeah, it's an absolute honor. Yeah, really happy to be here. So.
All right, Tiffany, Jessica, good luck.
We'll have them stay with us. The other half of the brackets coming in. Isis Verbeek and Amel Debbie. The Netherlands and France. We'll get Verbeek to the scale first, 9-3, but 5 of those 9 wins by knockout. She had a split decision in her quarterfinal over Irina Mazepa in Amsterdam. 54.3 for Verbeek. And Amel Debbie is here from Nice, France. We were in her hometown not long ago. She brings a perfect professional record to the ring with her, 28-0 with 11 knockouts. She finished Ji-won Lee of Korea in her quarterfinal. 54 even for Amel Debbie, a 2-time European champion, 4-time WKN world champion. That's the semifinals, the first of 2 fights in one night.
All right, Isis, no one has been able to beat Amel. How do you pull off the victory Saturday night? What do you need to do to win?
I have to give my all and go as deep as I can. So we're going to do this tomorrow.
And what do you know about your opponent that you'll be fighting?
Sorry for my English, but I don't understand.
She doesn't understand, everybody. Amel Debbie. Bon
right.
chance.
Let's get the 4 ladies in here. Core Hammers has that beautiful white women's belt you're looking at for the very first time, and so are we. John Franklin and Core Hammer showing it off, and these ladies looking forward to taking that one home with them tomorrow night here at Kunik Pilsner Arena. Big hand for our contender tournament contestants. We'll then turn to the welterweights. Danielle Sailaja taking on Harut Grigorian. Sailaja fighting in front of his hometown crowd in Oberhausen. He's so much looking forward to this. A 4-time world champion. He actually fought for the WKN middleweight title earlier this year. 61-9-1 on his career. The Fresh Prince with 26 knockouts. 72.5 for Sailaja. His opponent, Harut Grigorian, ranked number 6 in the Glory World Rankings. He last appeared at Glory 31 in Amsterdam against Johan Congolo. 42-10 his professional career, 31 of those 42 wins by knockout. 72 even for Harut. By the way, winner of 10 of his last 11 fights, a world tournament champion from 2014. Welterweights on the card tomorrow night. And then the headline bout of our Super Fight series leading us up to Glory Collision, Michael Dute and Daniel Ilunga. This is a rematch, actually, from Glory 11 Chicago. They were also on the same card in New York City on one of Glory's 2 appearances in the Big Apple. Michael Dute to the scales first. We haven't seen him in a while. He last fought in Glory at Glory 14 in Zagreb. That was about 2.5 years ago. All but one of his Glory bouts have ended by either knockout or technical knockout. 94.3 for Michael Dute. By the way, a professional record of 39-6 with 17 knockouts. And Daniel Ilunga last appeared with us at Glory 26 Amsterdam, 57-10. A 2-time world Muay Thai champion, Debuba, won 6 of his first 7 Glory matchups. Fighting out of the Congo by way of Germany. 94 even for Ilunga. The light heavyweights, that's the way that our Super Fight Series and Collision prelims will wrap up. Again, we'll take a short break and get ready for Glory Collision, scheduled to begin at 2200 local time, 10 p.m. here in Oberhausen. And we start with the finals of the Women's Bantamweight Grand Prix tournament right off the bat. But following that, the heavyweights, Jamal Ben Sadiq and Ismail Lant. We'll get Ben Sadiq to the scales first, out of Morocco, 30-5. The Goliath, 6'9", comes in on a 3-fight Glory winning streak and had a win in Las Vegas in 2015. 131.9 for Sadiq, fighting out of Morocco. And Ismail Lant, fighting out of Suriname by way of the Netherlands. He is the number 2 contender, but in line next for a shot at the title in heavyweights. 39-6-1. He's undefeated in Glory at 3-0. 122.7. The Glory Contender Tournament champion out of Copenhagen. That's fight number 2 of our Glory Collision card. And then 5 rounds for the Glory Welterweight Championship of the World, Cedric Doumbé and Nicky Holzken. Doumbé out of Cameroon by way of Bordeaux, France, the challenger, 64-4-1 with 39 knockouts. 76.5 for Doumbé. He defeated Murtel Grunhardt at Glory 28 Paris. And our reigning champion, undefeated in Glory, a perfect 12-0. He'll be going for a record 13 straight wins, 90-11 for his career record. Not only the reigning champion, but a contender tournament champion. He'll be making his 4th defense of the belt. A 3-time Dutch, 4-time world champion. Nicky to the scales. Back to defend the belt for the 4th time. $77 even for Nicky, the natural Holzken.
Nikki, no one's been able to beat you in Glory. What challenge does this man provide on Saturday night to your title?
He's a good contender, good fighter, and we see it tomorrow.
He seems to want to talk a lot of smack. Has that gotten in your head at all?
Maybe he has to brush his teeth.
He says he needs to brush his teeth. There you go. A shot at the Glory World title. No one's been able to beat Nikki Holzken. How can you get it done?
Nikki is a big champion. I'm very happy to beat him tomorrow. Still 24 hours to give up, so I can give up now.
All right, Cedric Doumbé, the challenger, everybody.
And then the fight everyone's been waiting for, nobody thought would ever happen. 3 rounds, it's Rico versus Badr. Let's get Badr Hari to the scales first. Fighting out of Morocco with an incredible 106 wins with just 12 losses, an 87% knockout ratio, 92 knockouts on a professional career. The Golden Boy, the first ever K1 heavyweight champion, 2-time World Grand Prix runner-up. He's the winner of 9 of his last 10 bouts. All right, Badr, we understand, is on his way. In the meantime, we'll get Rico Verhoeven up onto the stands. Glory heavyweight champion. 12-1 in Glory. He's on an 11-fight win streak that dates back to April of 2013 inside the Glory ring. 49-10 as a professional. 116.8 for the king of kickboxing. Coming off a technical knockout victory at Glory 3 in New Jersey.
Rico, a couple words if you don't mind. The fight is finally here. The hype is over. How do you feel after so much waiting?
Yeah, feeling ready, man. Can't wait. Can't wait. But in the end, you know, I'm still standing here alone, so let's see. I hope he shows up tomorrow.
Maybe he'll show up today and tomorrow. That'd be great for everybody. What's your training process been like for this camp compared to other fights you've had in the past?
The training camp has been the same. The only thing is we edged it up even more. You know, it's I didn't think it was possible, but yeah, just sat down with the team. You know, I got a big team around me, and yeah, just discussed small things, and we just, like I said, edged it up even more. I didn't think it was possible, but we did it.
And the buzz for this fight's been fantastic. What's your life been like the past 3 months as you've been gearing up for this fight, as far as the public is concerned?
Yeah, like you said, as far as the public is concerned, it's been crazy. You know, it's everybody's been talking about this fight. I think people that weren't even thinking about kickboxing or maybe even never saw a kickboxing fight in their life are talking about this fight. Or not just this fight, but this card. You know, it's just not just me and Badr, but just the entire roster that's on tomorrow night is amazing.
Now, Badr has promised to knock you out in the first round. What do you have to say to your fans that are wondering how you see the fight happening?
You know, I hope that he ran as much miles as he runs his mouth, because he's going to get knocked out tomorrow.
There you have it. A knockout from Rico Verhoeven. We might see it tomorrow. Glory collision. He is the Glory World Champion, Rico Verhoeven.
We need to get Murat Grigorian, who has arrived. I mentioned earlier he's going to be fighting for the lightweight championship of the world against Sitichai Sitsong Pinong. 69.4 for Murat Grigorian. Is Sitichai still here? Okay. So Murat, in that 5-round fight, he's 48-9-2, comes in on a 3-fight win streak, and coming off of one of the great knockouts in Glory history, a head kick knockout at Glory 30 in Los Angeles over Jime. Sitichai is right here, so we'll get a face-off for the official weigh-in. This is a rematch, by the way, of a contender tournament final back at Glory 28 Paris. And there you see the Glory belt. Sitichai with his first defense and the first ever Thai champion for Glory. Should be a great fight tomorrow night, one of many. as a part of the Glory 36 and Glory Collision card. We understand that Badr Hari is on his way. We will take a brief break here, but he is required to get on the scale, so we'll wait for that here. But just in the meantime, let you know that tomorrow, as I mentioned, upstairs from where we are standing right now for this official press conference, there will be no seats in the house. We are sold out, but remember, you can watch it live at UFC.tv. Tomorrow, Glory Collision and Glory 36, Oberhausen. It's time for glory! All right, ladies and gentlemen, and wrapping up the evening at Glory Collision. The fight no one thought would ever happen. Glory Sports International brings it to Oberhausen. Badr versus Rico in Glory Collision. Badr Hari to the scales out of Morocco with a professional record of 106 wins, 12 losses, 92 wins by knockout. The first ever K1 heavyweight champion, two-time Grand Prix runner-up. 114.5 for Badr Hari. It's Rico versus Badr, the fight world kickboxing fans have been waiting for. At a sold-out König Pilsner Arena in Oberhausen, Germany.
Okay. Please, guys. This side. It's okay. Safe. Until tomorrow.
Glory kickboxing fans worldwide, Oberhausen, Germany. Are you ready for glory?
Niemand. This is my motherfucking house. Yes, what's up, baby?